Hello, everyone. How are y'all doing? This is Life Under Trump, part 139. Yes, Life Under Trump, part 139. We have a lot to cover today. We're discussing the Pope. We got a lot to cover on the Pope today, a lot. We will be discussing the Pope, our new American Pope. And you learn so much about someone's history. Our new American Pope is actually a brown and black man. So Donald Trump, you got excited about having an American Pope, but you did not know his history. Our American Pope is Nigerian, Hispanic. He's mixed with different things. And I kept wondering, he has such a dark tan. But that dark tan is actually because he's brown and black. Donnie boy, the new American Pope is not a white man. Our new Pope, the American Pope, is a black man. Yes, our American Pope is black and brown. That is his heritage. He is Creole from New Orleans, and his father is from Haiti. And you remember Donald Trump? You said the Haitians are eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Donald Trump, the Pope is not a white man. Our American Pope is Haitian, Black Creole, and Hispanic. We did a thing on Donald Trump because we had Donald Trump celebrating the American Pope, which he's not our American Pope. I got evidence. The American Pope is not a white man. He is Black and Hispanic. So black and brown people, we got a lot to celebrate because we finally got a Pope, a man of color. The Pope is, let me say it again, our Pope is Black and Hispanic. We got a black and brown Pope, y'all. We didn't get to get a black Pope. What we got is a black and brown Pope. Yeah, that's what we got. Donald Trump, the Pope is not a white man. The American Pope is a black and brown man. Yes, he is. Yes, God, that's what we got. Donald Trump, how it feels. You want to be the next Pope, Donnie? Well, we got us a Pope. The Pope is black and brown. How does that make you feel? How does it feel? Yeah. We got a lot to cover, y'all, because I got a lot to show y'all about our new amazing Pope. The Pope is black and brown. His father is from Haiti. Yes. And they put mulatto because he's half black and Hispanic. May I say it again? The Pope is half black and Hispanic. That's what we got, y'all. We got us a good old man of color as the new American Pope. So when all these Caucasians, my beautiful Caucasians, celebrating having an American Pope, you're going to have to celebrate that he's not a white man. That Pope, that new American Pope, he is black and brown. So all of my Hispanic people and black people, yes, we got us a man of color as the Pope. I got my evidence and I'm going to show y'all. Come on, hit that like button as you coming up in here to get the word today from Queen Lillie. I got a lot to give you. I got what you want. I got what you need. So come on in, come on in, come on in. Hit that like button. Come on, hit that like button. Like I said, I got what you want. I got what you need. So get on up in here so you can get this good old word because, honey, we got us a black and brown Pope. And I'm going to celebrate today. Yes, God. Cheers to all of y'all. Cheers. We got us a black and brown Pope. And anytime it's mixed with black, baby, it is black. So it's funny to me how MAGA been out there celebrating having an American Pope. But MAGA, the American Pope is half black and half Hispanic. That's half brown and half black. God damn. We got us a brown and black Pope. And I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving loving it. Let me clean the screen. We're going to get started because I collect so much info about our new Pope. Yes, we got us a black and brown Pope, y'all. Because I know some black men up for it too. So they didn't get it, but you still consider black because black and brown makes what? Black. Put the two colors again. And what do you get? Black. The Pope is a black and brown person, MAGA. You bragged about having an American Pope when he's not a white man. Did you not see his skin? I was curious about why is his skin so tan? Now we all know because it's all out, baby. And he spoke against Donald Trump. Yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. So black and brown people, we got a lot to celebrate. We have us a Pope that is a black and brown man. Yes, the Pope is a black and brown man. And I get to laugh all in MAGA's face because they've been celebrating having an American Pope, but they thought he was a white man with a dark tan. No, MAGA. That's not a dark tan. That's his complexion. He is black and brown. Just a couple of shades lighter than me. Yeah, he's just a couple of shades lighter than me. Okay. So you know what black and brown people put in the chat? We got us a black and brown Pope. Oh, he's American, baby. Straight out of Chicago. Woo! We should have known when they said Chicago because there's a lot of Mexicans and blacks in Chicago. We got us a black and brown Pope, so we need to celebrate in that chat. Come on, celebrate it up. Because you know what? Y'all been trying to say he was a white man with a dark tan, but no, baby. He's Haitian. His daddy was a Haitian man. You know Donald Trump and fancy pants, JD pants, and where the eyeliner was saying that they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the dogs. Honey, his daddy is a Haitian man. Hallelujah. It's so funny how God is playing in Donald Trump's face and saying, to your face, Donnie. You want to sit there and brag about you got your American Pope. Well, honey, that Pope is black and brown. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Woo! Hold up. Keep your panties on. I don't want to smell you, MAGA. Ooh, you're funky. Like your leader who wears a pissy depends. You funky. Y'all, we can laugh about this. We're going to laugh about this a long time. A long time. Listeners about the Pope. I got some.
Francis Prevost of Chicago. He's now going by the name Pope Leo the 14th. MAGA is freaking out, calling him by every name in the book, calling him a
He's black and brown.
Lib, New World Order, you name it. They are calling him it. Let me show you some of the most deranged posts coming in right now. Laura Loomer was one of the first to weigh in.
They mad because he's black and brown.
Pope. Loomer, one of Trump's biggest supporters, also wrote the following. This is the new Pope. His name is Robert Prevost. He's the first American Pope. He is anti-Trump, anti-MAGA, pro-open borders.
Thank you,
and
Jesus.
Marxist like Pope Francis. Catholics don't have anything good to look forward to, just another Marxist puppet in the Vatican. Loomer's just been on a rampage. She also wrote the following. The new Pope once retweeted a post about how we need to keep praying for career criminal and drug addict George Floyd. The tweet said, may all hatred, violence, and prejudice be eradicated. What prejudice?
We got a blessing. We got a blessing, America.
Pope. Charlie Kirk weighed in as well, saying that
they are mad at the new Pope.
Was retweeting George Floyd propaganda. Sean Davis wrote the following. The new Pope seems to be anti-Trump and pro-open borders. Joey Manarino was in his feelings as well, writing, okay, this new Pope is a liberal piece of shit. We are effed.
He's half black and brown. That's why they saying this, y'all. He's half Haitian and Hispanic.
American. He's a Democrat. Just read his Twitter feed. Man, is there anything that they don't complain about? Hey, remember to follow our account for more and add the Midas Touch podcast.
Subscribe to Midas Touch Network on YouTube and follow them on Instagram. We got us a Pope. The Pope is black and brown and MAGA is pissed off. Y'all wanted an American Pope, but you should have been Pacific when you was praying to God. But you don't pray to the God in heaven. You're praying to Donald Trump. And that's why your prayers was not answered, honey. The black and brown people prayers was answered because we got us a black and brown Pope. The Pope is half Asian and Hispanic, baby. Say it loud. This is so funny. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Let me see if this is what I want to show y'all. Yep, this is okay.
There is now a newly elected Pope who has Louisiana Creole ties. He is also a descendant of Louisiana Creoles of color.
We got y'all, MAGA. But his daddy is from Haiti. He is black and brown. Creole, which is black people in Louisiana.
Have you all heard? There is now a newly elected Pope who has Louisiana Creole ties. He is also a descendant of Louisiana Creoles of color.
That's why his skin's so dark. Black and brown Pope. Beyonce and her mama are Creole black. And they lighter than him. And y'all thought y'all got y'all a white Pope from America. Y'all, that's funny, y'all. Y'all laugh at MAGA. Just laugh at them. Come on, laugh at them. We got a lot to show today. We got a lot to show today. Hallelujah.
He's part Black American. Yes. His mother, Mildred Prevost, was born to Joseph M. Martinez. It says he was born in Haiti, so I had to dig deeper. Before I reveal how he was born in Haiti, here is the census record.
See, they didn't do their research.
Negro
MAGA.
1920.
Egg on your face.
Grandfather Jack Theodore Martinez. Some people are saying his middle name was Theodore, but as you can see, he's listed as mulatto, and it says Taylor. There's Joseph Norval Martinez right there. That's the Pope's grandfather.
Half black and Hispanic.
Right, was sailor. He was a sailor, and that's why he was in Haiti. Port of departure, Haiti, on the ship Billy Butt. Here's all the passengers coming from Haiti on the ship Billy Butt. I did pull some records of a Jack Martinez owning slaves. You see one mulatto slave listed there, but I had to dig deeper on this one. Apparently, the family has some Ramos connection as well, and they were also mulattoes. So what we do know for sure is that this new Pope is partially Black American Creole with a grandfather who was born in Haiti because his father was a sailor. The new Pope is part Black American. Yes.
He's black and brown. We got us a black and brown Pope. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Donald Trump, egg on your face. Woo woo. Egg on your face. And I'm loving it. Y'all thought y'all had just an American Pope. Honey, you got a black and brown Pope. Honey, Queen is getting a little hot. Let me go turn this air on because I've been gone all day. That's why I was late today, y'all. I had a lot to do today. Let me turn my air conditioner on. I'm back, and we got us a black and brown Pope. We cannot beat this, y'all. This is a time to celebrate greatness for the black and brown people. Like he said, the Pope, he don't like the idea of what y'all doing to the migrants, the immigrants. They're immigrants. And the thing is, before Europeans came here, Mexicans, oh yes, they were already here. Yeah. And y'all want to come over here and run them off. This is your country. You weren't here first, Europeans. Go back to Europe, Europeans. If you got so much hate in your heart for black and brown people, go back to Europe. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud.
Some big news right now. MAGA Republicans on the internet are really upset over the new Pope after his Twitter account was essentially exposed to the world. Republicans across the internet are calling the Pope anything from Marxist to someone who shouldn't have been elected in the first place to someone who's not.
But Trump is oh hell no, y'all crazy.
Where he retweeted
I can't even call Trump president.
Hombre's line fuels racism and nativism. He said another tweet, "I stand with the dreamers and all people who are working toward an immigration system that is fair, just, and moral." These are retweets from the new Pope. He also retweeted Chris Murphy, a Democratic senator, who said, "To my colleagues, your cowardice to act cannot be whitewashed by thoughts and prayers." This is referring to gun violence and gun reform. Well, MAGA Republicans are really upset right now because it appears as though this Pope is at least ready to criticize Donald Trump and jdvance. And while it's not making good news in their circles on the internet right now, I'll do a full breakdown on my Substack about this, so subscribe for free at the link in my bio. Spread the word.
Subscribe to Aaron Partners on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Go right now to his TikTok and follow him. Great guy. I love his commentary. Everything that I show y'all is fair use and for educational purposes and research purposes as well. and for great entertainment for you. Okay, y'all, we got so much to celebrate with this right here, y'all. Honey, we got us a pope that is of mixed mulatto, brown, and black. And MAGA was celebrating having an American pope. That's egg on your face. Y'all, Donald Trump had the nerve to have on his website a photo of him dressed as the Pope. It's bad enough he's sitting in the Oval Office and he's a criminal. Stop shaming God. Hold on. Just a moment, a little while longer. This is our great Pope.
Leo's childhood in Chicago, we hear from his family, his brothers, who remember as a boy he had a special relationship with God, the friends he grew up with, and what they saw in him. ABC's Terry Moran, who is from Chicago, right here at the Vatican tonight.
For the family and friends who know Pope Leo best tonight, there is celebration and deep pride. His brother Lou Prevost, who lives in Florida, telling me his heart is full.
He was elected. I got up immediately, got dressed, dancing around like an idiot, just because it's like incredible.
Just outside their hometown of Chicago, the Pope's other brother, John Prevost, telling our Alex Perez he never expected this.
I don't think it's really sunk in. It's kind of surreal. It's great pride.
What kind of person is he?
A regular, run-of-the-mill person, I think, because
hit the like button, please.
In missionary work in South America for so many years, he will be looking out for the disenfranchised.
John says his brother is inspired by Pope Francis.
I don't know right away if you'll see a difference between Pope Leo and Pope Francis. I think they were two of a
Look
kind.
at that brown
The youngest
skin.
of three boys, Robert Prevost, knew early on he would be a priest.
Some people play school or some people play army. He played priest, and we had to go to mass.
With you guys,
Yes. The ironing board was the altar.
So that's something
Hit the like button,
That's
please.
absolutely correct. So you knew right then and there. This is not a joke.
That's what he wanted.
That's right. Woman down the
He
street
wanted to
said
live
she was
right
the
for
first
God.
to
I
know.
like
In
that.
first grade, they said that.
First grade.
He knew at that age he was going to be a priest.
Lou says they used to tease him about it.
We used to, tease him. You're going to be the Pope one day. Ha ha. Is that, it just had it about him.
Pope Leo graduated from Villanova University. Jim Priestley went to high school and college with the new Pope. Back then, they called him Bob.
Bob is the one guy that if you were going to pick a person in your class who was going to become the Pope, Bob would be the person. He's very religious, a very devout Catholic who's devoted his life to Christ, and he's extremely bright.
He saw his old friend when he came home last summer and held mass outside Chicago.
Bob was kind of surprised because the church was pretty well full with people. A lot of people came to hear him talk, and now he's the Pope.
The family expects Pope Leo will speak his mind on thorny issues like immigration.
A big thing for him is immigration. And is it right what's going on? I think that'll be a challenge for him because I think he'll say something about it too.
But in these divided times, his brother Lou believes he will bring people together. What do you hope for him? What do you hope for his papacy and what he can do for the church and the world?
I'm hoping now that Rob's Pope that he can bring all these sides together and smooth all that out. Wouldn't call him a conservative. I wouldn't call him a liberal. I think he's open-minded enough, and he seeks out guidance, not only, praying to God and the Holy Spirit, but from fellow cardinals, from the nuns, from priests, bishops.
Wow, it is just incredible what these brothers saw in their brother and what his friends saw in their fellow student at school all those years ago. Terry Moran with us here tonight at the Vatican. And Terry, these three brothers have remained close all these years?
They sure have, David. Lou tells me that through all the years, all the travels, he talked to his brother about once a week and still does. And John says that when he comes to the Vatican, he'll grab a gelato with him. And the brothers, David, they did settle an important question. The Pope is a son of Chicago, the home of deep dish pizza, but he has converted. He now prefers the Roman kind. David?
All right. Well, that would be expected.
That reporter, Terry, is the one that interviewed Donald Trump in the Oval Office. And Donald Trump, he asked him, what is the Declaration of Independence? That's the news reporter that interviewed Donald Trump, and Donald Trump did not know what the Declaration of Independence is. I got something else to show y'all before we continue with this Pope thing. Let me, why it's on my memory. They asked Trump a question. Y'all, Trump is dumb as a bag of rocks. They asked him, and he doesn't know what a concession is. Listen to this. Get your laugh on today, y'all, because we're going to be in here celebrating how dumb Donald Trump is. And we got us a brown and black Pope. He's not a white American. He just have light skin. It's a lot of black and brown people that passed as white back then because they had to do what they had to do. And if he has Creole in him. So a lot of black Creole people, they did that. They had to do what they had to do to survive in a racist country. Hold on. Listen to this. They asked Donald Trump, what is a concession? Watch what this big dummy, like Fred Sanford said, you big dummy.
Concession you want out of Canada. The top concession you want out of Canada.
Concession?
Yes.
Friendship.
That's not a concession.
No, we're going to be friends with Canada.
He's dumb. The reporter asked him, what is a concession?
Concession?
Yes.
Friendship.
That's not a concession.
No, we're going to be friends with Canada. Concession?
Yes.
Friendship.
That's not a concession.
No, we're going to be friends with Canada.
Hey, y'all, have y'all noticed not Donald Trump talking about he want to be friends with Canada? So you peep posse, you peep popping and everything back now. You talked all that smack about Canada is going to be the 53rd state. Now you P-U-S-S-Y popping backwards. Donnie, you such a coward. And we knew you would do this because you fell back with the China thing because you knew you couldn't get China to pay them tariffs. You couldn't get China to bow down and kiss your ring. Now you don't bow down and kiss the ring to Canada, baby. Yes, you did, Donnie, because you don't even know what concession means. And you said it where the whole world can see it. Donald Trump is dumb as a bag of rocks, and his mammy ugly, and his daddy ugly, and he ugly too. Hold on, Jeffro. And we all want to know why Donald Trump's so ugly. Look at why Donnie is so ugly. Donald Trump is so ugly because his mammy was ugly. And the daddy too. That's why Melania used to only could get with him at night with the lights off. He can't even get none now. Melania won't even let him touch her. No, she won't let Donnie touch her. She refused to allow that rat, muskrat, toupee wearing, orange man smelling like a pot of S-H-I-T touch her. And I don't blame her. You owe every person ever laid up with you, Donnie, reparations. Pay them their reparations. Because that's a nightmare. They traumatized for the rest of their life after laying up with you, Donnie. Anybody ever laid up with Donald Trump, sue him for your reparations. Sue Donald Trump for your reparations. I'm telling you. That's a nightmare. You traumatized for the rest of your life. You deserve to be compensated. Anybody have ever laid up with Donald Trump, sue him for your reparations because you are traumatized for the rest of your life. He has made your life pure H-E-L-L. This is how America feels. This is exactly how America feels. But black people, what we doing? Black people out there celebrating. While all those MAGA people went out and voted for Donald Trump, and behind closed doors, what they doing? That's what the white America doing while black people celebrating. Black and brown people are celebrating. up. Throw those fans up. Black people, what we gonna do? We're gonna celebrate. We got us a black and brown. We got us a black and brown. We got us a black and brown what? Throw those fans up. I'm gonna show you how they do that. Throw them fans up. Throw them fans up. Hey, get you a fan and you throw that fan up, black and brown people. Throw those fans up. Hey, come on, black people. Brown people, get you a fan. Y'all know how y'all do in Mexico because it's hot as HELL in Mexico. Woo! We got blessed with a black and brown pope, and y'all can't tell us HSHIT. We're going to be celebrating. Hey, throw those fans up. Throw those fans up. Hey, get y'all one, honey. Get you a red one like I got. Go ahead and get you one and celebrate with us black and brown people. Put your boots on the ground. Let's get back to business. So, this was May 4th, 1961. 13 Freedom Riders began a bus trip through segregated South to challenge Jim Crow laws and help in segregation in interstate. This is when the white people that have good hearts, when black and white people with good hearts got together, not the ones that voted for Donald Trump, they mended to fight against segregation. But Donald Trump wants us to go back to segregation. He wanted to set us back many years in so many ways. He even wanted what black and brown people are in a war with each other. Donald Trump has so much evil in him, and he's so miserable because his wife ain't gave him none in probably over 15 years. Melania divorced him and sue him for trauma, girl. So I'm going to show y'all this right quick. These are the ones. These are the photos that was that were fighting for segregation, to stop segregation, to fight against the Jim Crow laws, which Donald Trump, he's trying to take us back to the Jim Crow era's America, and we're not going back. What did VP Kamala Harris said? She said we are not going back. These were the freedom fighters. I just want to give y'all their history. Hold on. Ooh, so Donald Trump, he is still firing black people because he believes in that stupid DEI mess. So what Donnie Boy did while wearing his pissy depends. Donald Trump, he abruptly fires a librarian of Congress, Carla Hayden. This is she. She is a black woman. She didn't do anything to lose her job. But Donald Trump is a racist. So what do we expect from an old white man who wears a pissy depends to be hating on black women? He's intimidated by who? Black women. Kamala Harris was a black woman. She was black and brown. She's black and brown, yeah. And Donald Trump can't stand how strong black women are. Letitia James got him by his balls, and he ain't got over that yet. He's still pissing in his depends. Ever since Letitia James grabbed him by them balls and pulled him off, and he owed millions of dollars to New York. That coin you got ain't paid your what you owe New York yet, Trump. I thought you made billions from that, Mr. Pissy Depends. Orange Man. So it says Donald Trump has fired Carla Hayden, the first woman and the first African American to be appointed Librarian of Congress. According to AP News, the White House Presidential Personnel Office notified Hayden about her termination Thursday. That's just this past Thursday, y'all. An email obtained by AP read, on behalf of Donald Trump, I am writing to you to inform you that your position as Librarian of Congress is terminated effectively immediately. Thank you for your services. It notes that Hayden's termination aligns with the White House efforts to eliminate those within the federal government who oppose Trump and his agenda. We know his agenda is to what? Lock up all the black people and the brown people, destroy their lives. Donald Trump his agenda is to destroy black and brown people's lives. He hates black and brown people. He hates us because we have melanin and we don't look like shit like him. Democrats have begun to express their frustrations about Trump's actions. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer of New York said, enough is enough. Representative Joseph Morrell of New York said, Hayden has spent her entire career serving people, from helping kids learn to read to protect some one of our nation's most precious treasures and jewels is our children. She is an American hero. Donnie boy, get over yourself. Get over being so pissy and stop hating on black and brown people. You're going to stroke out if you don't get rid of some of that hate, honey. Because black and brown people, we're not going anywhere. Donnie, you're from Europe. Go back to Europe. Go back where your ancestors from, you piece of shit. And because of Donald Trump, small businesses are suffering right now. Yeah, they are suffering. Listen to this beautiful Caucasian queen tell her story.
I am Beth Beneke. I am a 10-year Army veteran, active duty, served in Bosnia, Iraq, Kuwait, Kosovo. I had my son Christian 8 years ago, and I had an idea for a baby product. And I made a prototype for myself and one for my friend. And she said, oh my gosh, this thing is so useful. You should make it for real. And I currently have 3 months worth of inventory sitting at my factory that I cannot bring to the US. I have maybe 2 months worth left in my warehouse in Minnesota. And when that's gone, I have no more revenue. I cannot pay my employees. I cannot pay my bills. I cannot pay the loans, which I have leveraged my house against. So we could lose our house.
Donald Trump doesn't care.
I do not have the $230,000 that were just immediately dropped in front of me to get my products into the US. So I am asking, begging for support from both parties to support our small businesses and get rid of these tariffs on US-owned small businesses. I am Beth Beneke. I am a 10-year Army veteran.
That is so painful that our veterans have to experience Donald Trump. He should have never been elected into the Oval Office. But because we have people like the likes of Elon Musk who went messing with the computers with the voting machines, as Donald Trump said out his mouth. Am I lying? Am I lying? No, MAGA, I'm not lying. I showed y'all a video of it coming from Donald Trump's paper-thin lips that he said that Elon Musk knows those voting machines very well, and he said the election was rigged in his favor. Did he not say that? Oh, yes, Donald Trump said that, baby. The piece of shit in the Oval Office said that. And because of him, this beautiful queen and her loved ones are hurting right now. She has no money to pay on her house. She has no money to pay on that loan that helped her get her business, nor to pay on the loan for her house. And she has a new baby. But Donald Trump doesn't care. His son's sitting up in college in New York, in a university, which he shouldn't have got in because he's not smart. He couldn't get in Harvard, so Donald Trump is removing the funding from Harvard. F Donald Trump. Say it with me. F Donald Trump. Put it in the chat. F Donald Trump.
Ask each of the mayors, just yes or no. Have any of you been made aware of any immigrant that has had 34 felony convictions that has still been able to roam around in your cities? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
34 felony convictions.
No,
from the immigrants.
But
Anybody?
Donald Trump has 34 felonies.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious because we are so concerned about crime, and I know that
he's a
Republican
criminal.
colleagues would never want anybody with 34 felony
Trump is a
convictions
criminal.
roaming around because that could be a danger to the community. But I will move on.
He's a menace to society. Donald Trump is a menace to society. You show me one black man, one brown man that has 34 felonies. You can't show me that. You can't show me not one black man that has 34 felonies. You can't show me one brown man that has 34 felonies. But what you got in that Oval Office in the trap house is Donald Trump, a man with 34 felonies. Donald Trump is the biggest criminal in the world. Say it loud. Donald Trump is the biggest criminal in the world. Say it again. Donald Trump is the biggest criminal in the world.
Ask each of the mayors, just yes or no. Have any of you been made aware of any immigrant that has had 34 felony convictions that has still been able to roam around in your cities? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
34 felony convictions.
No,
from the immigrants. Anybody?
I'm not aware.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious because we are so concerned about crime, and I know that my Republican colleagues would never want anybody with 34 felony convictions roaming around because that could be a danger to the community. But I will move on.
Donald Trump is a menace to society. A criminal is a criminal. Donald Trump, you have 34 felonies. You're trash. You're trash. You are a lowlife that just happened to be birthed into a family with money. And how do they get their money? The crime life.
So here's what's going on. What the Trump administration is doing is he promised mass deportation to all of his base, which is 11 million people. Not going to happen.
Hit the like button.
So what he's doing is he's fear-mongering a lot to rely on people to self-deport so that his numbers can match his promises. So he's doing all these commercials. Have you seen like the bizarre commercials?
I love
They're
Miss
like,
Martinez.
you need to leave this country now or else. Like, why would you put billions of dollars into like, you know, commercials when you are, I thought you were doing ICE raids. Like, which one is it? They're also doing something called registration. I don't know if you heard of that.
It's a setup from the get-up.
If you're undocumented, or you will face criminal penalties. It's not a crime to be undocumented. So here's what's going on. What the Trump administration is doing.
I told y'all this. It is not a crime to be undocumented. People travel to this country all the time. They're not U.S. citizens. But because if you black or brown, you are bad people. Well, Donnie, none of us has 34 felonies. How in the HELL, we're bad people. We can't be more bad than you. You're the worst of the worst, Donnie. You're the gum under the trash can that has turned black. The dumpster outside the Chinese restaurant with cut up cat meat. When y'all said it was the Haitians and the... That's you, Donnie. That's you. You're that gum under that trash can behind that Asian restaurant. It's you. With your 34 felonies. It's you, Donnie. With your toupee. It's you, Donnie, with that pissy pants.
How it went.
Very happy and excited that Trump won. As far as financially, obviously nothing's really changed. We're still under the Biden administration, but I know that it is coming.
And this is how it's going.
So I admit, I regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret it because I needed these changes sooner. I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank account.
Yeah, you regret your vote. And you know what? You're saying that you regret your vote. You're on video here crying your eyes out because you learned the hard way that Donald Trump does not mean lower prices for you. He again stated over and over and over again that he was going to do blanket tariffs. We told you he was going to raise prices. You guys said, no, we don't know what we're talking about. Experts who've studied this for 10 plus years now, they just don't know. And now you're suffering the consequences of raising prices in a shitty economy. And you're begging for money on here with a GoFundMe, which is, fine, except you're trying to use the I regret my vote trope for money, right? So I'm looking down at your caption here and you literally have it stated that you don't regret your vote. But then you go on to use a bunch of hashtags saying I regret my vote, that you regret your vote. And I know what you're doing here, right? The MAGA family that you decided to be a part of won't donate to your GoFundMe, probably because they look at the color of your hair and immediately judge you, or I don't know. It's MAGA. They're probably struggling, to be honest. So you decided to try to ride off the I regret my vote algorithm and get your video out to the liberals, which I'm guessing you assume might have money. But we're in the same boat as you,
right? Because you guys decided to vote for the orange, and now we're all getting to suffer. So you strap in. You know what I mean? What is it? This is what you voted for. There's another one. If you're going to sink the ship, we're all going to go down together. I don't know. Anyways, my name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow. You want to my face again? Thank you. This is how it went.
MAGA regrets, a lot of them. They're regretting they vote. And it's so funny. They voted for the orange man, and the orange man told them to eat his SHIT. He don't care about you. Never has, never will. So little boy blue come blow your horn to the sheeps and the cattle and the metals and the corn, y'all. Little boy blue, that's Donnie. So I'm gonna read something to y'all about Melania Trump and Donald Trump's love affair. What is a lifeless love affair? Donald Trump doesn't have a woman to love him. Laura Loomer, knee pads, where you at, girl? Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene, where you at? Because you'll be glad to put them knee pads on for Donnie boy. Bad body built, bleach blonde, bad body built, where you at? Laura Loomer with your witch-looking face, where you at? Where you at? Put them knee pads on, because Melania Trump says, hell no, I won't go. She ain't going to the White House for Donnie. So I'm going to read to y'all. And this from the New York Times. Miss Trump has spent fewer than 14 days at the White House since her husband was inaugurated 108 days ago. Donnie, you get no loving from Melania. You might as well get a divorce because you're not getting her poo nanny. You can't get none. Oh, no, Melania ain't giving you none. You smell too bad and you're old and crusty. You're rotten. You're a rotten orange man. Okay, let me read to you. So, the lights never seem to be on and the shutters stay shut. As weeks pass by the White House, the corner of the residence long used by the First Lady remains dark because the First Lady does not really live in Washington. Melania Trump vanishes from view for weeks at a time, holding up the Trump town in Manhattan or in Florida, where she can lie down in Mar-a-Lago. Administration official says she is at the White House more often than the public knows. But when exactly and for how long, these officials will not say for certain. It's like having Greta Garbo as First Lady. It's like having Greta Garbo as First Lady. Mrs. Trump is expected to reappear in the Capitol on Thursday to unveil a postage stamp honoring Barbara Bush, the former First Lady, and to attend a ceremony for military mothers. This is so fake of them. But two people with knowledge of Mrs. Trump's schedule says she has spent fewer than 14 days at the White House since her husband was inaugurated 108 days ago. See, we know, Donnie. Stop front. You ain't got to pretend. You ain't got to pretend. We know that woman don't want you. I wouldn't want you. That's why you owe every woman that ever laid up with you or you ever touched her and she did not want you to touch her. You owe her reparations. Y'all need to start a petition, file a lawsuit against Donald Trump. Us Americans need to file a lawsuit against Donald Trump. We have been traumatized. Oh, yes, Donald Trump, you traumatize every American. The presence, I ever have to hear your voice and see your face. We are permanently traumatized for the rest of our lives. So I'm going to read to you about our new Pope. Little boy blue, come blow your horn to the sheep and the cattle and the metals and the corn. Donnie, honey, we got us a white, we ain't got no white Pope. We got us a black and brown Pope. The new American Pope. Oh, he's American, baby. But that American Pope is not a white man. No. No, he's not, Donnie. Go piss in your depends. And ask Melania to come wipe you. It would never happen. See, when you marry an old crusty man, you got to clean him up because he's old. Donnie is old. Melania Trump, go clean up your husband. You married him for the money, so do your job. She ain't living with him. She ain't effing with you, Donnie. But anyway, the Pope. So this is what everybody has to say about the Pope. This is what Ms. Wells said. I didn't give a whip about a new Pope coverage, but the first American Pope being a man with black ancestry, born in Chicago by the way of New Orleans, by the way of Haiti, names himself after the Pope who condemned slavery. Whew, in the Trump era. Oh, baby, I'm here for it, and me too. Miss Wells, I'm here for it too. So this is what we get when you look up about our Pope. Yes, Pope Leo, whose birth name is Robert Prevost, has black ancestry. Specifically, his maternal grandparents, Joseph Martinez and Louise Bourquet, were Creole from New Orleans with African and French and Spanish roots, according to New York Times. So New York Times put it out there, Megan. His mother, Mildred Martinez, was their mixed race daughter. The document tells a family history. Black Creole, from the Black Creole population. I'm loving it, y'all. We got us a mixed race Pope. The first American Pope is half brown and black, okay? Ooh, Lord. His father, Joseph Martinez, was born in Haiti. You hear that, MAGA? The Pope was born, his father, Joseph Martinez, was born in Haiti. And that's what Donald Trump and old Dusty JD Fancy Pants said. The Haitians are eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Well, honey, we got us a Pope that has Haitian in him. He's Black Creole. Like Beyonce and her mama. Yeah. Joseph Martinez and his wife, Louise, I can't remember, Bourquet, I can't pronounce her name right, were married in New Orleans in 1987. And Louise, she is Creole descent. That's black. Hey, y'all, give me a high five. We got us a good old black and brown Pope. And I thank you, Jesus, for that blessing. Because if it wasn't for Jesus, we wouldn't know what we got. We got something real special, y'all. We got us a mixed race, black and brown Pope. Donnie, how does it feel? Yeah. How does it feel? Thank you, Jesus. Ooh, y'all got mad because Beyonce was doing country music, black Creole, black woman out of Texas. Her daddy black and her mama is black Creole. Ooh, how does it feel? Beyonce don't want all the awards. Y'all didn't want her doing country music, but it originated from black people. And some are Mexican people too. Good old black and brown is who run the world? Black and brown. Who run the world? Black and brown. Who jealous of our black and brown? Donald Trump. The man that pees and poop on himself. Look at Beyonce. The biggest country music artist ever with her daughter. And y'all mad. Oh, MAGA, you mad with your pissy depends. Get mad, get glad, and scratch your pale ass. Yes, scratch it because you smell bad.
We wrote a plan, put judges in place, got billionaires to fund it, and begin the shakedown. The coup d'etat. They wrote orders to ban our books, close our museums, lock us up, deport black and brown folks, take our jobs, erase us from websites, reverse their commitments to fund justice initiatives, attempt to shut down the Department of Public Education, cut down retirement programs and healthcare, and begin making plans to take their Confederate statues out of storage to put them back in place. Yes, Pharaoh has changed his mind. So they wrote a plan, put judges in place, got billionaires to fund it, and begin the shakedown. The coup d'etat. They wrote orders to ban our books, close our museums, lock us up, deport Black and brown folks, take our jobs, erase us from websites, reverse their commitments to fund justice initiatives, attempt to shut down the Department of Public Education, cut down retirement programs and healthcare, and begin making plans to take their Confederate statues out of storage to put them back in place. Yes, Pharaoh has changed his mind. So they wrote a plan.
Pharaoh has changed his mind. And when Pharaoh changed his mind, he said, okay, I got you, God. I got you, Black and brown people. I'm going to give you a pope that's Black and brown. And everybody going to be celebrating having an American pope. And MAGA, when they got a hold to the truth, MAGA mad. MAGA, we don't care if you mad, boy. You hear me, boy? Donnie, you hear me, boy? And that's what y'all like to call Black people? Do you hear me, boy? Little boy blue, come blow your horn to the sheep and the cattle and the metals and the corn. We got us a pope that's brown and black. Creole black. Haitian. Spanish. That's what we got. And you want to be the next Pope, Donnie. I hate to think. America needs a healing. It is sick. America needs a healing. It is sick. America needs a healing. It is sick. One moment. I'm looking for something. Stay with me.
America is so sick that it elected a president with 34 felonies, but brothers who come home from jail can't get an apartment. America is so sick that Bruce Jenner, who won the decathlon in 1980, transitioned into a woman named Caitlin, killed a woman with his car, and 4 months later was named Woman of the Year. America is sick. America is sick because they did not mind electing a narcissistic sociopath when they had the option to elect a qualified Black woman, and then think Black women gonna come out and march with y'all March 4th. I wish we would. America is so sick they are now trying to shut down the African American Museum at the Smithsonian because it makes them feel uncomfortable. How you think we feel watching everybody else get reparations? How you think it makes us feel still being judged by the color of our skin rather than the content of our character? How you think it makes us feel? America is so sick that it elected a president with 34 felonies. But brothers who come
America is so sick. They elected a man with 34 felonies. What y'all think about in my chat? Put in the chat what you think about that. America is so sick. They elected a man who has what? 34 felonies. And that tell you about the people that voted for Donald Trump. That tell you a lot about them. I don't care what race you are. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're ignorant. And the truth ain't in you. You voted for somebody that was against your benefit. Sit on that. You voted against your children. Sit on that. You voted against your daughters. They can't make choices with their bodies. You voted against women voting rights. Sit with yourself on that. You voted against children who have cancer. Sit on that. You voted against your grandmother having her Medicaid. Your grandmother being able to stay in that nursing home where she loved communicating with people that's like her. Sit on that. You voted against the better good for yourself. I want to thank y'all for coming to my live today. I want you Black and brown people to celebrate having a pope who is Creole Black and Haitian and Spanish and French. Haitian and Spanish. That melanin takes over, baby. Look at your mixed grandbabies. That melanin outdoes anything, baby. Trust me, I know. Because my blood is so good, I get called all the time to donate blood because that melanin is a motherfucker. Sit with yourself that you voted for a man who took away your mother's Medicaid, who took away your grandmother's Medicaid, who took away your kids' school lunch. That's what you voted for. You voted because you thought it was going to hurt just the black and brown people, but you without jobs. Your benefits of food stamps are gone. You voted against the better good of America. And when it gets worse, shut your mouth and sit with it. It will not get better under Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the poison to America. He is kryptonite to Superman. But Superman always come on top, baby. Superman is a winner. And us Americans, we are winners. Black and brown people, we are winners. We are God's chosen ones. And don't you forget, baby, I love you. Bye.